So what's going on, social media groupies, tool groupies, do-it-yourselfers, everybody worldwide wanting to learn about some tools here. Today, on top of the toolbox tool review is going to be Gear Wrench 6-point set product number 80565D. It is the Gear Wrench 10-piece metric 6-point flex socket set by Gear Wrench. Brand slap new, and these things will always have a purpose. They will always come in handy. You get 10 millimeter all the way through 19 millimeter, and it does not skip anything in between. I picked this up at my local CarQuest for around $40. This is a 3/8 drive set. As we go down through here, it will show you everything on the back of the box about the actual product. Surface drive, contact points, all that good stuff. Chrome vanadium steel, nickel chrome plated. And this particular product is made in Taiwan, which is a hell of a lot better than made in China, but it's still not made in America or made in Germany. But Taiwan made products, they're way ahead of what the Chinese are doing. And all their stuff and Gear Wrench's stuff made in Taiwan is some pretty good quality stuff. Let's open up this box, shall we? Now whenever you open up the box, it comes on this nice blue rail. Blue is for metric, for millimeters, and red is for standard SAE. They come on this nice socket rail. And if you want to buy anything a little extra to put on here, like the 20 millimeter, the 8, the 9, then you still got a little bit of room, and you can get these little clips. You can order them online, and you can go ahead and add in other sockets. You can take them off, put them on something different, interchange them, all that good stuff. These are swivel head sockets. That way you can get into tight spaces without having to get the adapters and all that good stuff. The adapters will sometimes always come in handy for most things that you need, most applications that you need, but there is those rare occasions whenever you're working on a particular vehicle or a machine where you need something extremely shallow and you can only afford to pop down the actual swivel head and have the socket attached to it, so they're nice and shallow and you don't got to worry about the extra parts. Such as this swivel head adapter right here that I've got from Craftsman, and this cobalt socket. I set it right directly beside the 13 millimeter, and you can see the length difference. That is a world of difference sometimes. So being able to pull these things out and use them is most of the time for something special. And you never know exactly what size you're going to need when you need it. And this most of the time is going to fit your general range. Now for me, I'll probably go buy me an extra socket or two, like the 8 millimeter, the 9, just in case I need it. And then I'll get the other, up to 23 at least whenever I get a chance. And I'll probably go ahead and get me the standard set also, just to have it on hand. Now for me personally, I would prefer buying everything impact sockets. That'd be the best way. Anybody should buy any type of sockets, is buying 6-point in impact every size. The shorts, the longs, all that good stuff, and get the 12 points in the chrome. That's my original plan, but let's just face it, when you're a mechanic, you just love tools. You love buying a little bit of everything, and just depending on what you do is going to depend on what you want to buy. Now, if you're not going to do a whole lot of torquing, put things on a torque gun, things of that nature, then this little set's going to be perfect. Now, they do got these in a variety of other name brands, such as Duralast. You can go pick up something for about 20 bucks that's Duralast. They're lifetime guaranteed. You can pick that up at AutoZone, all that good stuff. But I just want to be able to have something like this on hand that is a better quality name brand. Duralast is made in China. This is made in Taiwan. Gear Wrench has got a really good lifetime warranty. CarQuest has always been really kind to me. If I break something of Gear Wrench, they will take care of me. They will warranty it out. It's not something you're going to stick on, a cheater bar of some kind. This is something that's going to be in tight places for a special purpose whenever you need them, like getting in behind the exhaust pipes, the muffler, the manifold, things of that nature. And to be able to break loose some fasteners. That's what this particular type of set's for. And metric is going to be what most cars are this day and age that somebody works on. Now let's pull these things out and give them a look. As you can see, Gear Wrench. And this whole set, I have looked over this entire set, and there is not a blemish one on it. I mean, they made a really good set of swivel head shallow sockets here. 3/8 drive. As you can see, everything looks really well made, really good quality. Nice little socket rail set, which you can stick inside of your toolbox. You can pull them out when you need them. You know, get yourself the impact versions if you like the impact versions. But this is one of those things, guys. I save up all my old car parts, things I work on. I just save the scrap metal. I went and got me a 55-gallon drum that I use. I pump oil in it. I have extra drums I take, and I take those drums, cut the lids off of them, and I put all the old rotors in them, old brake shoes, things of that nature. And every so often I'll haul them off to the scrap yard. And just so happened I got right at like $42 in scrap metal. I went to the parts store and I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy me this particular set of gear wrench swivel head sockets. And I walked out of there. So essentially I took old junk metal and turned it into nice new metal. Maybe that's something that you all can do. Always have some kind of hobby, something to reward yourself with. And that's kind of like a reward program, you know. Instead of taking the money that I earned from doing the job, I'm taking parts, old junk pieces of metal from doing several jobs, and it's like a reward for you. You can take it to the scrap yard, pick yourself up some brand new tools in its place, some specialty tools. That way you're not out any personal money. It's just money you picked up on the side. Of course, these things swivel back and forth, random different positions, just depending on where you're at, what you're working on, the types of things that you get into when you're going to need these. Let's see what they look like on the ratchet. Now I have got this particular socket on my Tech Correct Pro ratchet that I picked up. This was one of the same kind of items. I had a little extra money in my pocket from hauling off some scrap metal last month, and guess what I went and done? I picked this up at a decent price that they had at CarQuest. They also have them at Advance Auto. CarQuest and Advance is kind of like one and the same. They work together. Tech Correct is basically like the gear wrench version, off-brand. But imagine if you need to get into somewhere specific. Not only do you got the swivel heads, but you also got the swivel head sockets. So socket, ratchet, you can get into some really nifty places and reach some really tight bolts, really tight fasteners that you couldn't get to any other time. So it's just one of those products. Everybody needs something to make your job easier. I've said it time and time again. The tool does not make the mechanic makes the tools. It's all in how you use them. They are here to make our jobs easier, our life easier, to get the job done fast, sufficient, and easy as possible. That's what these tools are for. So of course the next thing is sliding them in your toolbox, putting them up, getting everything ready, and that is it for the top of the toolbox review today. You want to see what else is in the toolbox, you want to see what else I buy, you want to see what types of things I work on, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Look up the Backwoods Hippie Garage on Facebook. If you're into politics, check out the Backwoods Hippie. That will also pop up in the search. Go over to YouTube, check out the Backwoods Mechanic channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.